said they're from in New York. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Super excited to have them here. Give them a round of applause.
Restless wind, they're in my blood. I feel them too, but the south still stays. My Midwest state of mind till it escapes. Well, I found myself apart from here. USA, you may say, in violent state. I'm sick of playing God. I'm sick of playing God. Won't you just show your face? Won't he just lose the name? Can you let me know if we've all been saved? Would it kill you to call? Can you blame me at all in the wild? What was keeping you there? Was it me being so terrified? We were wanting the same, and that is in your pain to survive. If I'm losing conviction, will they give me a reason to try? And all your life was making circles and starting it over. And that's alright, 'cause you found a better way to sleep at night. Well, I found this same despite your best advice. If that don't change, I may not live to 25. Well, I'm sick of playing God. I'm sick of playing God. It feels good to try. Don't it feel good sometimes? Can you let me know if you're on my side? Would it kill you to call? Can you blame me at all in the light? What was keeping you there was me being so terrified. We were wanting the same, and that is in your pain to survive. If I'm losing conviction, will they give me a reason to try? Thank you.
How you guys doing tonight? Doing good? We're very happy to be here. Yeah. Like it was said before, we're Brother Moses. My name is Moses, and that's where that came from. No, but I am a brother.
We're trying something new tonight where we didn't make a set list and we're just gonna wing it, and we're gonna feel out the vibe. A lot of vibe in here. Thanks for having us in such a cool place. Oh, tasteful choice, John Lewis. Tasteful choice. And her look, it was swift, and it was back in the day. She had a way about it. She could kill you over and over. Oh, I couldn't take it any longer. He was writhing and fighting it on the countertop. Irritability temper, he couldn't make it stop. She put a smile on her face to the core of nerve. I couldn't take it any longer. You say that girl, she had the crazy eyes. You say. Thank God we made it out alive. You say. That girl, she had the crazy eyes. You say. Thank God we made it. Thank God we made it out alive. Woo! Compass, you will never stop lying, always tell you it was a simple mistake and he never thought about it, and it was never his fault at all. He couldn't take it any longer. You've seen the way that you look at her in the summertime. He knows jealousy, trust me, he does it all the time. And he'll tell you over and over, I swear to God, I've changed, but God knows I'm still the same. You say that girl, she had the crazy eyes. You say that God, we made it out alive. You say that girl, she had the crazy eyes. You say that God, we made it out alive. Oh, oh.
Thank you. How are we doing in the couches up here? I like this. You guys look far more comfortable than most people we play for.
This is kind of also the splash zone, because you're very close and we're very loud, and so good. That's good.
We won't be offended if you need to move back at any point.
All right. I want to introduce somebody to you. Over there on the Rickenbacker electric bass, that's Lucas Templin from Reading, Pennsylvania. And this is his first time in Bishop Hill, Illinois. As it is all of ours too. And I'm not gonna lie to you. We were driving out here. We drove in from Minneapolis. And we were looking at the GPS, and it said we were 5 minutes away. We were like, from what? What are we? We should be able to see it, right? And then it appeared, and it was lovely, and we're so happy to be here. And Lucas is gonna pick the next song. Yeah, that's why I was introducing you. Great. So we're gonna do one off of an album that came out on March 6, 2020, which is a really good time to put out an album. And we have vinyl for sale of that album if you're interested. They're over there. Beautiful red color, and this song is about moving away from where you come from and kind of like missing out on a lot that's going on back home, and it's also a little bit about the movie Groundhog Day and how those two things are related. So it's called Someone Make It Stop. In the park at night, the same place that I learned to drive, decided I was cutting ties, never came to say goodbye. And it seems true of fate that I should move on Mother's Day, crying in the parking lot, Jesus, someone make it stop. Was it all that you wanted and then some? You couldn't leave them at all if you tried to let the party see a glance. Bought her drinks to make amends. Let's forget about the time we spent waking up in strangers' beds. That was in a different life before we knew the bounds of time that hurries on and never stops. Jesus, someone make it stop. And my brother, he's old now. He doesn't cling to my hand like he used to. And I wonder, have I sold out? Have I wasted all the moments we reduced to? Was it all that you wanted and then some? You couldn't leave him at all if you tried to. This is all that I want till my time comes. I never wanted to end, but it has to. see it doesn't turn out like you hope for. I'm old now, I've tried out. That feeling never turns out like you hope for. I wanna live just long enough to miss the minute that you died. Wanna live in repetition till like Bill I get it right. And I'll see you at the finish line. You'll hobble over the angry curses, ugly cries and lies all cobbled over. Time goes on, the curses, cries and lies get cobbled over. Time goes on, the curses, cries and lies get cobbled over. Was it all that you wanted? So you couldn't leave him at all if you tried to. This is all that I want till my time comes. I never wanted to end, but it has to. This is all that you wanted and then some. You couldn't leave him at all if you tried to. This is all that I want till my time comes. I never wanted to, but it has. Thank you very much. I like this mode that we're in a lot. I don't know what's coming next, and neither do you, and we're in this together. Okay, all right. So the next one we're gonna do, Moses and John Lewis and I we moved from Arkansas to New York City in 2018, and promptly became frustrated with the subway and with the cost of living. And with pretty much all the things that we knew were already going to be there, but for some reason we expected to affect our life a lot less than they did. And we wrote a song about it. It's called What Does It Take? Do you like jazz? Barely left the house before the day started breaking. You make it to the train and then you hear it's running late. $1,000 a month to keep your pillow off the pavement. When's it gonna work? When's it gonna break? What does it take to be wanted? What does it take to live a little bit? What does it take to be wanted? What does it take? 20-something years and still nobody really wants you. Save for all your family and a couple lonely friends. Looking back, it feels like you've been working for this moment. Now that it's arrived, you're wondering when it's gonna end. Let the water in the shower turn to freezing. Listening to Ira just to help you fall asleep. Wonder if the privilege in your poverty has meaning, or if you're another number dying in the heat. You deserve the struggle. You asked for the change. You're dying slow in Brooklyn. It gets harder every day. What does it take to be wanted? What does it take to be? What does it take to be wanted? What does it take to get ahead of it? What does it take to be wanted? What does it take to be? What does it take to be wanted? What does it take? Okay, we have a little crowd participation if you're game. What does it take? That's it, 4 words. We just say it together. That's it. What does it take? That's all. What does it take? Let me. I can see my Friday fade. My friends are shaking me awake. Behind the bushes on West too late. Red and blue off the sidewalk stains. Next week the story fades. That conversation made me afraid. I had the courage to drop your name. Now I know he won't see me the same. I spun out and took a seat on your front lawn. Asked if I could stay the night in the lab, 'cause you were gone. Can you keep an eye on me? I'm worried the wheels are coming on. Can you call me in the morning and let me know where I went wrong? If he feels the way this does, well then I might believe the healthy buzz. But I can't say it would be enough. The shame it takes to taste it once, and it was a disaster when it happened to me last week. This week I'll take the same way to your old street. But you're out with your friends after work, having drinks so responsibly. I spun out and took a seat on your front lawn. Asked if I could stay the night and then laugh, 'cause you were gone. Can you keep an eye on me? I'm worried the wheels are coming on. Can you call me in the morning and let me know where I went wrong? And don't be so alarmed, please. Let go and let me walk, please. I need my cigarettes and coffee. I think I'm part to think I'm part over on Block Street. And every night when I go home, my fingers frozen in my cheekbones cold. I hope they don't find me here alone, with my face up in eyes closed. And don't be so alarmed, please. Let go and let me walk, please. I need my cigarettes and coffee. I think I'm part to think I'm part to run. And don't be so alarmed, please. Let go and let me walk, please. I need my cigarettes and coffee. I think I'm parked over on Block Street. Thank you.
We are very happy to be here. This is a very unique situation we're in. You know, a lot of the times we're at bars and, you know, no one's listening. It's very loud and it's very late. Sometimes we've played shows at, 2 in the morning. You know, we're going to get in bed at a decent time tonight. I heard there's a hot tub at our hotel. Oh, man. I'm excited. Thank you guys for coming out. We really appreciate it.
I think it's my turn to pick a song. All right, we're gonna do the new one. We're gonna play a song that hasn't come out yet, but hopefully it's coming out in a few months. So this is let's see. I don't know. It's a hard one to describe. It's a little bit about growing up being afraid of the end of the world, and then living now. You know? Glad you relate. Not today. I'm not putting up with that stuff today. I don't know whose problem you're trying to fix today. And you should have left me alone, but you didn't, and now you'll pay. It's not right. You could love anyone. You could be so good, settle down, but you don't love anyone more than I love you. The sky is green. I'm 12 years old doing backflips on a trampoline. The air is thick and Seinfeld's on TV. The trampoline's gonna get wrapped around a tree. And the rapture's coming for me. It's not right. But he could love anyone. He could make you feel so protected, but he don't love anyone more than I love you. The crackle of the radio in a closet in the hall. The storm's in Oklahoma and it's coming for us all. The sound of the interstate flying by at night. The Mississippi River on the passenger side. I'm outside singing in your quiet with a flashlight. Maybe you were half right, but man, it's not right. You could love anyone. You could make me feel so protected, but you don't love anyone more than I love you. Thanks a lot.
All right, so I have the honor of picking the next one. So we're gonna go. We just did really new, so we're gonna go really old this time. This is a song that me and James wrote back in college whenever we were young freshmen, thinking that we were just so old then. We were 18 years old. So we wrote this about that. This one's called Older.
The sun is setting and the leaves are turning red. Sit on the windowsill and lean back on the bed. Things are changing, maybe it's warmer lately. Kick up the comforter, good morning to your toes. Sniff in the citronella, whistle through your nose. It's not over, no sir, you're just getting older. And are you still lonely when you're alone? And do you still fall asleep with your fingers on your telephone? 'Cause when you stop you can talk, and act like a grown-up. And oh my God, haven't we grown up a little? At least I think so. We're getting older, and this year the next one changes. But I feel in my chest that we're still the same two people. You know that we're the same two people. You know that we are. Zip up a jacket and forget you how to code. Write up a paragraph on what you know. 'Cause you know so much. You're so in touch. Your friends are not the same old people that you knew. Don't be a stranger, but be careful who you talk to. Are you still lonely when you're alone? And do you still fall asleep with your fingers on your telephone? When you stop you can talk, and act like a grown-up. And oh my God, haven't we grown up a little? At least I think so. We're getting older. This year the next one changes, but I feel in my chest that we're still the same two people. You know that we're the same two people. You know that we are. We haven't played that one in a really long time. And it's always nice when you haven't played something in a long time and you play it again and you're like, oh yeah, I like this one. That's fun. That's a fun one to play. Yeah, it's going back in the rotation maybe. Oh boy. Can I be candid with you guys? Yeah, we're all friends here. So last night we were in Minneapolis and we played a show, and there were, I won't go into all the details, but there were some people there that we were trying to get our schmooze on, if you will. We really were trying to network, and then we got invited to a party, and we went to the party, and it went really late, and we got our schmooze on. We networked. There were some tabletop games, if you will, that Moses and Jacob did very well at. And yeah, good connections were made. Our lives were changed for the better, 100%. And the point of that story is that I might fall asleep while we're on stage, but if I do, just know that it was for business reasons. The problem is that we've been touring we realized the other day that this is the 21st Brother Moses tour, which means it's about time that the Brother Moses tour grows up and maybe acts its age, and we typically don't do much like that, and we're getting old, and we don't really do anything like that, and then I don't know, we're getting old. That's what the last song was about, so this would have been a great introduction to that, Moses.
but you did a good job.
Our tour status is 21 now, so it's of drinking age. So, I mean.
Lucas Templin on the electric Rickenbacker bass. What song are we gonna play next? Oh, that's a good one. This is a song about trying to hold on to shreds of happiness and joy in the middle of a frigid winter. I don't know if you guys can relate. Yeah, I know you can. Ooh, I get so depressive and can't get out of bed when I hear you in the kitchen. 'Cause you'll have more to say about all your thoughts and worries surrounding my condition. And I can't understand it. I know that it's hard to be happy in my presence, but you won't let it go, and I think I'm getting more indecisive by the second. And you think I should talk to somebody, 'cause you've been reading about it. At the end of the day, we're never gonna talk about it. Talk about it. And I give in the pressure when the weather gets cold and my fingertips are frozen. You're falling apart over lists of my faults that are out of my control. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. There's only so many times that you can listen to the same bad story before you lose your mind. And I've been hearing voices pushing me to tell you I've been thinking of leaving for a really long time. You think I should talk to somebody, 'cause you've been reading about it. At the end of the day, we're never gonna talk about it. Talk about it. And I give in the pressure when the weather gets cold and my fingertips are frozen. And you're falling apart over lists of my faults that are out of my control. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. Love will set you free, but it'll hold. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. Love will set you free, but it'll hold you tight. Love sets you free, but it holds you tight. I get so depressing, and it holds you tight. You're falling apart, and it holds you tight. When I was writing lyrics for that one, I was living in Kansas City with my now wife, and I was being indoctrinated into Chiefs fanhood. And today, yeah, some of you know how this story ends. Today, as we were sound checking, I had my phone right here, and I was watching the game, and it's just a little piece of me died right there today. Over, I don't know. I've been asking myself that for a long time, honestly. You guys football fans? Is this Bears country? So you know. You know. Thank you. Thank you. True, true. You know, we all make decisions that maybe we want to take back, you know, and I like Justin Fields. I think he's pretty cool. All right. We're just going to talk football for the next 45 minutes, if that's cool. We'll do it. Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about Corey, I think, because I don't think anything would be more appropriate than segueing from the football conversation into the Corey conversation. Corey being our drummer in Brother Moses, who's not Jacob. This is Jacob. Y'all give it up for Jacob. He's doing a great job. This is Jacob's first tour with Brother Moses, and it's hopefully his last tour with Brother Moses because, well, we want to keep him around in some capacity. We might have to have 2 drummers. We'll see. But the reason being that a few months ago, we were, and I'll keep this as vague as possible because I'm not trying to freak any younger folks out in here, but we were in Dallas, Texas on tour, and there was an incident where Corey was trying to stop somebody who was trying to rob our van, and he was hit by a car, and he ended up in the hospital for a few weeks. Crazy thing, like the craziest thing any of us have ever witnessed, for sure. And he, you know, there's a lot of stuff got thrown around. It was like, maybe he's not going to walk again. Maybe he's not going to play drums again. And I'll just have you know, he's walking and playing drums. He's doing really well. We can cheer for that. As for getting in a van, rolling around the country for 2.5 weeks, maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. But he's doing really well. Part of the reason we went out on this tour was just because we wanted to try to raise a little bit more money for Corey. He went through all of this without any health insurance, and he's like $300,000 in debt. It's a crazy thing. And I believe that there's $300,000 in this room tonight. No, I'm just kidding. So did Oprah come? And we're just trying to get him anything we can. So whatever you can. No, it doesn't, big, small, whatever. We have a QR code at the merch table. If you want to scan it, it takes you to Corey's GoFundMe. You can read more about everything that happened and his journey if you want to there. And also just the merch, the proceeds from merch, some of that's going to Corey as well. So, you know, anything over there is gonna go to a great cause. And we got to do our due diligence and talk about it. And I got to say nice things about him because pretty soon he's going to be able to beat me up again. So, no, I'm just kidding. He doesn't. Sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't, you know. But anyway, all right, that's the Corey part of the show. And it's an important part, but really, I was hoping that this tour would maybe feel a little bit like a celebration and we would get out there and have a good time and raise a bunch of money for him. And that's what's happening. So great success so far. And thanks for being a part of it tonight. Thanks. All right. Jaylee, what song are we going to play next? Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, I'll let you introduce that one.
All right, so this next one is on our album back there called Magnolia. My wife and I used to live in this house with a huge magnolia tree in the front yard, and I would just sit out there and stare at it, and wrote this song around that time. And then we're going to go into another one called Bathroom Floor, which started off with her and I getting in a fight and me like sitting on the bathroom floor frustrated. We're okay. We're still married. Everything's cool. But yeah, so here we go. Underneath the magnolia tree, you found me there.
That was not a conversation. That was you just spilling your guts, and you stumbling backwards over your own words again. I had my suspicions, they were confirmed in an instant. Last night I slept on the bathroom floor, and I've been trying to listen, keeping up with the dishes. Those gestures have no meaning anymore. That was not a conversation, that was you just spilling your guts, stumbling backwards over your own words again. This is not a confrontation, this is me just calling you bluff, as if it could help at all. Wanted to meet up the first time we spoke in months. I faked it like a regular person. I tolerated you at coffee, and I kinda let you push me over. It felt a little too familiar. And once one pushes me away and pulls me in, that was not a conversation, that was you just spilling your guts, and you're stumbling backwards over your own words again. This is not a confrontation, this is me just calling you bluff, as if it could help at all. Guess if I'm gonna leave, then I gotta tell the truth. Not total honesty, just make my peace with you. Seems like what you need I could never give to you. After what you said, I'm glad you cut me loose, John Lewis. To know you, but you can't control it. That's not my fault at all. Give what they told you, it's paranoia. It's not my fault at all.
So this next one is about dancing at a bowling alley. That's all I'm gonna say about that one.
I was dancing in the bowling alley with a new friends that you didn't know, knowing somewhere you're out there with your own. You never let me forget about that one time in the parking lot, yelling at your friends from the sidewalk. You told me to just go on. Someone to love, and I did the same, yeah, I did the same. And I heard that you think that I did you wrong, but that's not the same, it's not the same at all. I was waiting on the love of my life to come out of the shadows and punch me in the face at the party when I went to way too many parties without you at that apartment. I was yelling at your friends in the bathroom. They told me to just go. I miss you, but I keep it upstairs, keep it locked down, keep it upstairs. I miss you, but I keep it upstairs, keep it locked down, keep it upstairs for you. Well, I heard you found someone to love, and I did the same, yeah, I did the same. And I heard that you think that I did you wrong, that's not the same, it's not the same. You know that it's not the same, it's not the same. You know that it's not the same, it's not the same at all.
Sorry, we had to have a little business meeting. All right, I don't play any instruments on this song. I just say things. All right, so it's easier to say them when you do the intro, but that I talk over. All right, so this one. Y'all ever seen the show Cheers? Familiar? I grew up watching Cheers. I watched it with my dad every night pretty much growing up. And, Sam and Diane on that show, that's like classic. Will they, won't they, they're together, they're not together. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I was 6, so didn't really care one way or the other. But if you fast forward 15 or so years later, I was a young adult in a relationship, and we were together, we won't, and then we would break up and we'd get back together. And I started to feel like maybe you internalize the sitcoms that you watch as a child. So, I don't know, you gotta be careful about that kind of stuff. So this is a little bit of a cautionary tale. It's called Sam and Diane. I tried to sleep with the TV on, but it was the one that I can't turn on. Sam and Diane get together again, but they part in the end. I hate that ending. I think that I get what you meant. I still can't sleep. I don't like how we left it. It's my luck that you're still wide awake, and I know without a word you're probably on your way. You came in with your head held down, and I can see the worry on your chin like a face mask. I think it's strange how you don't talk back like you ended the discussion in your head with a comeback. If it's easier to stay at my place, we can move to the sofa and remember how the dance goes. Where you refuse to let the night die quiet, and the morning is a hurry, getting tangled in your work clothes. And that's just how it goes. Then it's summer again, and I wonder which part of the globe is getting over you. I'm doing my best back at home, and I wonder if you know that I sleep chained up to the phone. Then you're home again, and I don't even lock the door anymore. You can come and go as you please, and we'll keep up the dance. Tell your mother needs you home for Christmas. I'll see you in the springtime. I don't think this is how love works, but we're beautiful and young. We can let a little time go. I don't think this is how love works, but we're beautiful, we're young. We can let a little time go. And I think if we're meant to die together, we can see it now. We might never see it ever. And I think if we're meant to die together, we can see it now. We might never see it ever. That's just how it goes. Well, I keep the door open, hoping that you'll use it to go. We can't come back, or you can't come back again. Okay, how do you feel, Bishop Hill? You feel good? I feel kind of over it. If we're gonna die together, then I don't wanna know. Well, I feel kind of over it. If we're gonna die together, then I don't wanna know. I feel kind of gotta feel kind of over it. If we're gonna die together, I don't wanna know. I feel kind of over it. If we're gonna die together, I don't wanna know. I feel kind of over it. If we're gonna die together, I don't wanna know. I feel kind of over it. If we're gonna die together, I don't wanna know.
Again, thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much for being here. We are, again, very excited to be here. The chili was great. Oh my goodness. The chili was awesome. I think we'd all agree on that. The brownies were also fabulous. They're great. Yeah. I really enjoyed
That
it.
sounded like it was going to be negative at first. The brownies were not my favorite. No, Moses liked the brownies. Can't confirm. Okay, we're going to do one more. This is, like Moses said, it's been an absolute pleasure, and we really treasure all of y'all being here. And after this, we've got a few more dates, and then we're headed back home, but I think I can definitively say this is definitely a unique environment for our music, and we've been excited and enjoyed sharing it in this atmosphere. So thanks for being a part of it. Cool. And I don't remember how. Oh wait, never mind. There's a part in the song where I can introduce everybody, so I'll wait till then. You know, when you throw off the settlers, it throws off your whole game, you know? It's just all different. Anyway, this song's called Time to Leave, and it's our last one. My brother Moses, we'll see you next time. Down here in the sticks, it's quite easy to miss. Where the shoot ain't on fire, it seeks to retire. Oh, that's if that's human. Find more ways to run what you see. There's your side and my side, but my side's the right side. You won't stop to listen, wait. Opinions just dissipate. Belief can't cohabitate. Perpetual in the game you see. I guess it's time for me to leave. The side that you lean to is strong. My hands have been tied for too long. Oh, I guess it's time for me to leave. You cold-hearted poster, you flagging, you holster, you grand gift from that game. See it on the fireplace, these bricks are all broken. Be still, be stolen from me. Rest in these creases is not much like Jesus. The creed that you speak is precisely the reason this split's not too even. Give in and get even with me. I guess it's time for me to leave. Oh, 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 this side that you lean to is strong. My hands have been tied for too long. But I guess it's time for me to leave. Yeah. That's John Lewis Anderson on guitar. To my left once more, this is Moses Gomez on this guitar. All the way on the left from Reading, Pennsylvania on the electric Rickenbacker bass, that's Lucas Templin. And then back there on the drums, that's Jacob Stockman. Come on, give it up for Jacob Stockman. Oh, 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 this side that you lean to is strong. Oh, 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 my hands have been tied for too long. Oh, I guess it's time for me to leave. All right, thanks so much. Thanks, John, for doing sound, for making everything flow so nice. Thank you for having us here in your space. We've been delighted to share this time with you. Thanks once more.
All right, if you insist.
I just want you to know, though, we only rehearsed the stage banter for that portion of the set. All this stuff will be completely improvised, unlike the rest of it, which was very...
Straight off the cuff.
Okay, how's about a song from a long time ago, wherein Moses and I were hanging out a lot at this house that they used to have parties at our college town, It was called the Jungle, like jungle, but with an M in the middle of it. I never found out why. I just want to tell you about a couple of the party themes real quick, if that's okay. One time there was a bread party. I don't really know where they got all of the bread, but actually I do know where they got it from. Dumpster.
They got it from the back of grocery store dumpster.
Yeah.
It was in the package. It was fine. It was just expired.
It was not fine.
Yeah, a little bit expired.
It was not fine. There was, however, at the bread party, a guy named DJ Grilled Cheese who was just chefing it up in the kitchen the whole time.
On a griddle, just making grilled cheeses made to order. It was great.
One time, all the guys who lived in the apartment were gone for the summer studying abroad, and then they all got back, and then they had a party called The Boys Are Back in Town, and they played the song The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy the whole time. And I don't want you to think that it was the only song that was happening at all times, because at some points they would turn on other music louder, but you could still hear The Boys Are Back in Town. Anyway, one time at one of those parties, I was a young, impressionable kid, and I smoked a cigarette for the first time, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. And I did it again. And then around the time we were going to make this album that this is on, I was like trying to sing, and I realized, oh, this is harder now, and I should probably stop doing that. And so, informally, this is a song about quitting smoking, which was not that hard for me to do. I wasn't smoking that much, but I've heard it can be pretty tough. So, anyway, this is a song called Cigarettes, and we don't condone. Smoking is the reason why I'm telling that whole story. I know there's kids here. We do condone bread parties. That was really fun. But you should try to find it not in a dumpster if you're going to do it.
First cigarette that I ever tried. Week on your porch, eyes closed and held inside. Too old to make sense of the innocence, and our legs in shape like a crucifix. Turn on the television, sleep on the couch. Wake up in shoes and walk back to Mary's house. Tell her a story that she'll always believe. Holding the taste of the smoke back behind my teeth. And I give a lot of weight to your answers now. I never knew that all my family lies were right inside of me. Oh, I'm too close, I think I'm close to you. It all just fades. Requiescence takes its place. My temple body in a mind state. If I come over, it's my secret safe. I know it's hard enough to love you when I'm on my face. You crack my head wide open, put me in my place. And I don't know if I can take it. I wasn't complacent. I died on the table that night. I hope you know. I hope you know. Well, I give a lot of weight to your answers. Now I never knew that all my family lives are right inside of me. Oh, I'm too close. scare you? Can you keep that to yourself? Can you keep that from me? Can you keep that from me? And don't call out that you're away from me. Don't call out that you're away from me. If I scare you, can you keep it to yourself? Can you keep it from me? Can you keep it from me? Don't call out that you're away from me. Don't call out that you're away from me. If I scare you, can you keep that to yourself? Can you keep it from me? Can you keep it from me? All right, thanks so much for hanging out and bearing with us. We have lots of merchandise for sale over there, and John Lewis actually designed all of it, a very talented man. If you want to come take a look, if you want to scan Corey's QR code, anything like that, we'll be over there. We'll see you next time. Be safe. Very nice to meet you. Thank you.